I'm Jo.
Hi, I'm Belle, and welcome to Bench Feed TV, Natural by Design. We're hoping to help you join the dots between pantry and plate.
Hey there, everyone, and welcome to the festive season. Woo! Woo! Thanks for sharing time with us again. We know it gets hectic at this time of the year.
Sure does, doesn't it?
It does.
We also know it's a time that we tend to indulge when it comes to our eating, and we might veer away from some of our regular eating habits, from our conscious clean eating, or just the consuming of too much food that I know for me, I end up feeling a bit bleh. Or ending up in that food coma, as they often say.
Oh, the old food coma.
Yeah.
The food coma causes to feel sluggish and lethargic.
Definitely.
Kind of the opposite of how we may want to feel.
Yeah.
Our hope is always to inspire you with options and alternatives to choose from that will help to minimize a negative impact on your body and mind. Just because overindulgence is synonymous with the festive season doesn't mean that you can't make good food choices.
This is true. With that in mind, we thought we'd share with you an easy, versatile dish that you can have. It has multiple uses over the festive season and in your entertaining. It feels an area where, as much as I love cheese, cheese is not totally agreeable to me. And if I eat it in large amounts or consistently over this time of year, yeah, a bit yuck. How about you, Jo? How are you with cheese?
Oh, look, let's get real. It's all about the cheese platter coming up to December, isn't it?
Yeah, the grazing table.
Exactly. And as much as I love it, it does like to present itself on my hips. And that's not really optimal for me, or probably not for you guys either.
Yeah, little belly there.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So with that in mind, today's recipe is something that I go to so that I don't feel that I have to miss out. But I find it something lovely to share with others. It's something new and surprising. And I hope, as we do often, we hope to inspire others in their food journey.
Definitely.
Could be an option.
All right. So who has heard of Labna, or pronounced
Labne.
What does
Argue
it do?
that point later.
Yeah, what does it do? And what do you do with it?
All right, basically it's yogurt cheese or strained yogurt. It can be referred to as a myriad of uses. And best of all, you can make it yourself. It is so easy, so straightforward, and we just wanted to show you today how you make it, where you might be able to use it on a platter, in a grazing platter in place of cheese, or you might find some other place that you use it in your meal and entertaining. It's delicious. So Jo, 5 fun facts that you know about Labna to help us learn.
Number 1, it is of Middle Eastern origin and a staple on their table.
Very much so, yeah.
Number 2, it can be made in a sweet or a savoury version.
And we'll give you some ideas on that too.
Indeed. Number 3, it is best made from a Greek yogurt base.
Yeah.
And number 4, it can be used as a substitute for sour cream, cream cheese, mascarpone, and there will be subtle flavour differences.
Yeah, it's what you prefer.
And number 5, it keeps in the fridge for about 3 to 4 weeks, but you can preserve it for longer life.
And we'll talk about that later too. Fantastic.
Okay, how do we make it?
Let's have a look at that. There's some really quick steps, a couple of bits of equipment, and then patience for 24 to 48 hours. All you need. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay, so like we said, Labne is strained yogurt. That's basically all you're looking at doing, but we add some salt before we strain it. Just need to think about your equipment. You could just strain it in a tea towel. I actually go and get muslin. You just get it at a haberdashery store, used for cooking, for food purposes. And you can see I've got a little strainer inside. It's going to sit in this container, and that's how I'll pop a lid on it, which will stop it getting unpleasant fridgy odours. You need to be a bit careful of that. You want to be able to cover it and keep it secure for the 24 or 48 hours. So to each cup of yogurt, you put 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So I've got a kilo of yogurt there, tablespoon of salt. I'm just going to mix it through, and then I'm going to pop it into the muslin. And that is pretty much the end of the story. Once I've done that, I'll seal it, put it into the fridge for the next 24 to 48 hours. and you will watch a whole lot of liquid strain off it and it will become firmer. I prefer the 48 hours. I like a firmer Labna. You can do it in 24, so if you're in a hurry, want it the next day, it can be done. Right, here we go. Pouring it in. And you leave it for time to do the rest for you. It's as simple as that. Any flavours that we're going to add, we do that after it's strained. The salt is just part of the process there, not necessarily flavouring it. Alright, that's it. I bring that together. It's always handy to have a couple of clove pegs around. Tie it, but again, you could hang it off a wooden spoon. However, it's going to work best for you. Pop it out of the way for 24 hours. Lid on it prevents any unpleasant flavours inhabiting it, and that's going to go into the fridge. This is one that I had done earlier. You're going to basically halve the quantity of yogurt. So for a kilo, I end up with a half kilo. That's my strained Labna there, of yogurt cheese. Strained yogurt. And I don't know, Jo, how's that looking? Can we see that?
Looking good.
Yeah, really delicious. All right, so we're going to take this now and create our working lunch because we're starving. And it'll give you a bit of an idea what you can do in terms of popping it onto a cheese platter, or in place of a cheese platter, or on a grazing table, and some accompaniments you can put with it.
Do you like how these ones look? Pretty good, huh? Bench Feed's all about sharing the love, food in its natural form. Belle and I were inspired whilst doing this to consider how cool would it be to gift these to friends and family. With that thought buzzing between us, we decided to do an extra episode in December. It'll be all about gifting your food and talents. So you'll need to tune in to our Christmas special episode to see what's under the Christmas tree. We've filmed it in enough time to make sure that you can prepperize your stuff and give it as gifts, and you'll still have a little bit of time under your belt. Okay, so how's lunch going, Belle?
Yeah, we're all ready, Jo. Here it is, fresh and delicious, ready for us to munch on. There's a little bit of a spice blend I've thrown in there called za'atar. That's going to be in our notes just to give some zest to your Labne. You can experiment with that, guys.
Well, we're out of here because we are starving.
Yeah, let's eat.
Don't forget to tune in to our Christmas special where you're going to get some great gift ideas like
preserved Labna.
Exactly. Always natural by design. Until next time, we'll see you later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Yeah, let's eat.